This video is brought to you by SoccerLoco.com. Be sure to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for $10 off any order of $75 or more. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com bringing you an unboxing plus on-feet video of the Nike Hypervenom Phantom in the brand new high visibility colorway. Now when you open up the box, like all the top-end models from Nike, a string bag is included. This particular string bag is black on the front with a Volt yellow Hypervenom skull and crossbones logo. On the back, the bag is Volt, and then you have a black Nike swoosh there at the bottom. The strings on the bag are also black, so I'll get that out of the way. That's it for all the extras, by the way. So I'll get the shoes out of the box. And if you guys could take a quick second to leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. So here is a look at the high visibility colorway of the Hypervenom Phantom. And my general first impressions of this particular colorway is one, it's very, very bright in person, much brighter than I was expecting it to be. And two, I wish they wouldn't have gone with black as an accent color. Now leave a comment down below, let me know what you think of this particular colorway on the Hypervenom Phantom. They tend to be pretty unique just because the graphics on this shoe are a little bit off the wall in my opinion. But personally, I just think it would have looked a lot better if they stuck with the Volt and the Electro Purple as the two main colors of the shoe and just gotten rid of the black accent color altogether. For those of you guys that don't know, you got your black accent here on the tongue as well as on the laces. The outside heel Nike swoosh is black. The inside skull and crossbones is black. The heel liner and insole is black, as well as the studs and sole plate, as you guys can see, whereas the general outline of the shoe as well as the main Nike swoosh on the front is Volt. And then of course the primary color for the upper is this Electro Purple, which looks really, really good in person. I'm not sure how it's going to show up on camera. It might look a little bit more blue, but in person it's a very deep purple that really accents well with the bright Volt yellow. And like I said, if you're looking to stand out, this is definitely going to do that for you. As far as technical specifications on the shoe go and how it actually does perform, I strongly recommend going ahead and checking out the full written review on my website, SoccerReviewsForYou.com. You can find a link to that down below in the description. Also, I recently did a playtest review video, so if you want to see these shoes in action, as well as learn a little bit more about the performance, I'll leave an annotation on screen to that particular video. Now, just to go over the technical specifications very, very quickly, the main attraction of the Hypervenom Phantom is, of course, the Nike Skin Upper. You can see the branding right there, and it's what gives this shoe such a unique feel, such a unique fit, and makes it incredibly comfortable considering the lightweight construction of this particular boot. It's a combination of mesh and fused polyurethane to make up the upper, so it gives it this very unique texturing and this very unique look, and it really does perform tremendously well. Being that it is an ultra thin synthetic, it's still very soft, very flexible, has the ability to stretch, which is somewhat unusual, and just makes for a very comfortable and very clean touch on the ball. It has somewhat of a waxy finish about it, so it does have a little bit more grip to it than something like a Nike Mercurial Vapor 9, which features a Tasian synthetic upper. But for the most part, once you've gotten used to the overall feel for the ball, it's definitely something that is really a joy to play with, at least in my opinion. You do have the ACC on the upper as well, which is all conditions control. Basically, it's something that's permeated to the upper. It allows for a little bit better kind of friction between your foot and the ball when playing in wet playing conditions. It's somewhat of a gimmick, but it does honestly work. There is a noticeable difference between an ACC shoe and a non-ACC shoe, but it's not something that is going to make or break the overall deal of this particular package. I know a lot of people also like to ask, is the upper waterproof? The answer to that question is yes. It's not going to let water seep through the upper, but of course, if it's raining a lot and there's puddles on the field, your feet are going to get wet, just like they will with any other shoe. You can see that they do have an offset lacing system, with the lacing system being pushed slightly to the outside. Sorry for the stuttering, guys. You can see that you do have the low cut in the heel, an internal plastic heel counter. You do have a synthetic leather heel liner on the inside with a decent amount of padding. I'll quickly remove the insole so you can get a good look at that. It's kind of a more robust version of the Nike Mercurial Vapor 9 insole. Mesh liner on top, Hypervenom branding right there, perforations throughout, and it's pretty much just one solid piece of foam. Nothing too fancy there, and you might find that it does slip around on you a little bit. I had that issue personally, but if you want to swap it out for something else, you do have that option. But if you want to solve the issue, a little bit of tape or a little bit of glue will secure the insole in place and stop it from sliding around. As far as the outsole goes, it's made out of two different materials, one being Pebax and one being glass nylon. The main base for the plate, which is black as you guys can see, That's the sound it makes. It is made from glass nylon, so if I remove the little shoe horn on the inside here, you can see that it is relatively stiff from right out of the box, and it's probably going to be one of the more noticeable things from when you wear this shoe for the very first time. But give it a couple hours of break-in time and it will soften up and become a little bit more flexible. But it also does help in giving the shoe a nice rigid and responsive feel, even though it is so lightweight. The plate base, or it's not the plate base, sorry, the stud plate is made from a Pebax material. You also have that little bit of extra support here going through the midfoot, again playing into the solid feel of the shoe. And then the stud pattern features all conical studs. They have a very narrow profile about them. The Hypervenom Phantom's kind of stud pattern is a play on the Mercurial stud pattern in terms of where the studs are positioned. Obviously you do have a few more studs, but you still have that very similar kind of toe pick stud here at the front. And overall it performs really, really well. One of my personal favorite stud patterns to use on firm natural grass playing surfaces. So that's pretty much it as far as all the technical specifications for this shoe go. And move on next to a quick weigh-in so you can get a better idea as to how lightweight these guys are. Just like most modern high-end soccer shoes, the Hypervenom Phantom is very lightweight. So I'm going to weigh this pair for you today in real time. Keep in mind this is a brand new pair in a size 9 US. I'm going to throw it on the scale. And you can see that these guys weigh in at 7.05 ounces. So right at that 7 ounce mark, which is very lightweight for any soccer shoe. Not to mention one that feels this comfortable. So if you are looking for something that's going to offer a lightweight yet responsive feel, the Hypervenom Phantom is definitely something to consider. That's pretty much it for the weigh-in portion of this video. And move on next to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these shoes fit and what the sizing is like. Alright, here's a look at the Hypervenom Phantoms on feet. And I think that out of all the shoes currently out there on the market, the Hypervenom Phantom definitely has the most unique feel, especially in that it doesn't feel like you think it would based on other shoes in this particular category, like the Nike Mercurial Vapor that has a reputation for being very, very narrow. Now, the Hypervenom Phantom features the brand new X1.1 last. That's a little bit wider in the forefoot and midfoot in comparison to the Mercurial silhouette. It still has that tight fit, but because the Nike skin is so thin, so soft, and so flexible, it actually has the ability to stretch, allowing this to fit pretty much most foot types, just as long as you don't have extremely wide feet. But even slightly wider foot players will have no issues wearing this particular shoe because it does have that ability to stretch. So if it fits a little bit snug from right out of the box, don't worry, give it some break-in time and it will feel a lot more comfortable. In terms of sizing, I'm wearing my usual size 9 US here, and the fit and length is absolutely perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would definitely recommend going true to size. So that's pretty much it as far as the on-feet portion of this video, and I'll leave you to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my unboxing of the Nike Hypervenom Phantom in the High Vis colorway. This is definitely one of the shoes to try if you are looking for something new. Everything about this shoe is unique and it really does perform that well. So if you guys are looking again for more information on the overall performance, be sure to check out the full written review linked down below in the description on my website, soccerreviewsforyou.com. On that same review page, you'll also find buy it now links with the best prices online, including exclusive SR4U coupon codes to get yourself some additional discounts if you are interested in ordering a pair of these for yourself. And those links will be available with all of the available colorways. If you guys do have any questions regarding this shoe, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to support with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest soccer gear. You can find all of my social media information down below in the description. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.